All right. Hey people, how you doing? My name is Tim Black. Welcome to the Tim Black at Night Show, special edition, no sellouts. Glad you can make it. Well, first I'd like to say happy Monday to you. I know some people are sitting around going, Tim Black, there is nothing happy about this Monday, but there's always something good in a Monday. Let's make sure we're all good and we're all live on all these different platforms because lately I'll do a show and no one can hear it. Well, I think they would have told me by now. I think we're okay. I think they can hear me. If you can hear me, let me know. If you can hear me, let me know. All right, so we got a lot to get into today, guys. We do. In fact, I'm feeling like maybe we want to move this around a little bit. Sort of like I'm just gonna let like a what was it, like one of those Ouija board things, right? You just move it around. What's the best story? What's a good story? What's a story that's gonna make people want to rise up? What's gonna make you want to rise up? Make you get involved? I'm gonna go with West Virginia teachers strike for the first story, first topic. All right. Now, you guys know how I feel about teachers. I love me some teachers. I think teachers need our support. I think teachers are one of the harder professions. Tough profession, great thing you're doing, helping the children. West Virginia teachers are pissed off because West Virginia teachers say, we don't get paid what we're worth, nowhere near it. But on top of that, we got this crappy public employee insurance agency that's not doing right by us either. Then we got these weird union rules. They're trying to crush our union with this crap called the Paycheck Protection. And Paycheck Protection, guys, I know I'm getting ahead of myself, but I just found out what Paycheck Protection is. It's this little crap they put into the public insurance agency crap that tries to say, we're helping you out. We want to help you out, teachers. Because what we want to do is make sure that you don't join the union during the middle of the year. Like, you can only join annually. You can't just say, I want to join now and then get some dues deducted out of your paycheck. So that's Paycheck Protection. So you got a lot of these little things going around in West Virginia. Now, one of the things that moved me about the West Virginia teachers themselves, and remember, this ain't just teachers, this is also workers, okay? A lot of people are involved in this. We're talking about 55 counties in West Virginia. We're talking about 20,000 teachers and workers tied to the teaching industry in West Virginia. The thing that gets me about it is the teachers, they know that West Virginia is a poor state. And they know that for some children, that this is the only meal they know they're going to get. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like, teachers know the type of at-risk children that they take care of, the type of the children, some of the children that they teach every day. The parents rely on this. Here's my thing, guys. The teachers set up a meal program, like to give the children some food to try to hold them over while they go through this process of trying to get what they deserve. Now, just put yourself in the mind frame of a teacher who, I don't know, maybe you rake up $50,000 in debt. You're a teacher in West Virginia. You probably make about $30,000. And then the amount of money that you make the amount of resources for your classroom doesn't even cover it. You end up spending money not only trying to pay off your student loan, and you got to live somewhere too, but now you're trying to, you spend like, I don't know, between $500 to $1,000 a year just trying to pitch in on supplies so that your students would have a chance to have a great teaching environment. So I want to push back on the idea that, the teachers, okay, we don't like the schools. The schools aren't doing everything they need to do. Okay, here's the thing. We live in the richest country in the world. When are people going to accept that? See, that's the thing, man. We've been programmed not to accept that we live in the richest country in the world. What good is living in the richest country in the world if you live like a pauper? If you live under the poverty line, if you can't even get your classrooms in order where teachers don't have to come out of their pocket for supplies, what good is it living in the richest country in the world, damn it? Damn it, what good is it? I'm just trying to figure it out. Why are you, what? Fuck this, man. Man, hold on, guys. Hold on, guys. I did not plan to do this. Look at this shit. Look at this shit. All right. All right. I have no idea if this is going to work. All right. All right, goddammit. Hold on, man. Fuck, man. All right, we're going to take a chance. We're going to take a chance on it. Shit. Where's my bottle of water, man? This bottle of fucking water. All right. All right, guys. I didn't plan on doing this. All right. Okay. All right, so here's the deal. Someone's got to say this. Someone's got to say it. Do you know what's going on in West Virginia? I said, do you know what's going on in West Virginia? Let me educate you. We got 20,000 teachers in West Virginia on strike. Tomorrow will be day 4 of strike because teachers are tired of getting screwed. They're tired of getting screwed. They want decent pay. That's all. Same thing you want, same thing I want, same thing everybody wants. But in America, you got to fight for that because if you don't fight for it, you never get it. Right? That's why we have unions. Because corporations don't have to give you anything. States don't have to give you nothing either. So the teachers decide, okay, we had it up to here. We're tired of begging. We've been begging and fighting and scratching and clawing, trying to get done right by the state government, trying to get the money allocated correctly. I've been seeing people online say, them teachers need to just do the damn jobs. Do your damn job, teacher. You don't understand. We live in the richest country in the world. Do you realize you live in the richest country in the world? Do you realize being a teacher is one of the most important jobs you could ever do in the world, in our world, in the United States? Being a teacher should be as respected as, I don't know, at least as respected as cops and firemen. They teach young people. You are so brainwashed that you believe teachers don't deserve more. As if deserve got anything to do with it. Look, America is built on a concept that the market determines it. Well, when you work for families, when you work for kids, you don't have a fair opportunity. You don't have a fair opportunity to get a fair shake if you had a retail store. You can just up your prices and people buy it because they want your product. When you work for the people, you're subjected to the whims and the desires of the fucking politicians. That's who runs it. If we don't get behind the teachers, and look, there are teachers who are taking money out their pockets to make sure the classrooms have what is needed. We're talking about teachers who have their own student debt, teachers that got their own money problems. They're taking money out their pocket to make sure your child has the resources in their class so that their child can have the best environment to learn from. Get it? We should support those teachers because those teachers are supporting us. They're supporting our children. Another reason why we should support those teachers is that there are teachers who understand that there are some children that come to their class who may only get one good meal a day. So those teachers decided before they went on strike, that they were going to get these kids a gift bag of food to take home because they feel guilty fighting for their rights and their equal pay if they knew children were going to go hungry because of it. That's good people. No, that's good people. That's something that good people do. Just to even think about other people means something. And it just gets me pissed off. I don't understand what people think. What good is living in the richest country in the world if you get screwed all the time? What good is it? What good is living in the richest country in the world and we can't even pay our fucking teachers a decent wage? And if that's okay for a lot of people out there, they think that's fine. Or is it just a lot of people don't know? Because instead of talking about what's going on in West Virginia, and it's not just West Virginia, right? We know that, right? But instead of talking about that, we're talking about fucking Stacey Dash. We talk about, hey, look, man, I'm sorry Bill Cosby's daughter died. That's horrible, right? Let's talk about these teachers. Let's talk about this shit. Because if we want our children to have the best chance, well, we need to make sure their damn schools are taking care of the teachers who are helping to give them that chance. Pisses me off, man. Pisses me off. You know, the Public Employees Insurance Agency, that's the organization that handles the insurance, right? And the Public Employee Insurance Agency, like they need to cut the teachers a better deal. In fact, all state workers probably need a better deal. Remember, this isn't just teachers. These are anyone who's employed through teaching, like the cafeteria worker, I don't know, the janitorial people, the people that help take care of facilities. I mean, it's more than just teachers that we're talking about. And I'm not saying anybody's intentionally screwing people over, but I'm saying that's what's happening. People are getting screwed over. Sometimes you got to fight for what you want. If you don't fight for it, you don't get it. So, I don't know. It just bothers the hell out of me that we have good people who I know want to be on the right side of this thing, but they're not on the right side of it because they listen to propaganda. They listen to propaganda telling them we're not good enough for it. We shouldn't get more. No, we not only should get more, we got to demand more. Because if we don't demand it and fight for it and make them uncomfortable, it'll never happen. You can't wait for people to feel bad for you. Some people never feel bad for you. They're too busy riding their horsey. They're too busy taking a boat trip to think about you. Everybody's not good people. Some people are asses. So we got to put them in uncomfortable situations. We have to make life hard for them so that they wake up. That's what we got to do. So I stand with the teachers. I stand with the students. I stand with the good people of West Virginia who want something better, for their kids, for their lives. West Virginia is a very special place because in 2016, they overwhelmingly voted for Bernie Sanders, but they got screwed because all these superdelegates still picked Hillary. That's right. The state overwhelmingly went for Bernie Sanders, and the superdelegates said, screw what the hell you people want. We know better than you. And then they all voted for Hillary, and then she loses because the people said, we can't have Bernie. So in the general, they voted for Trump. Yeah. Get it, how that works? Guess they're Russian. I don't know. Maybe that was a Russian thing. West Virginia Russians. Don't even make sense. The West Virginia Russians. I better be quiet. They'll be using that soon, you know. That'll be the next excuse. So West Virginia is an interesting place, man. It really is. You hear Trump talk about it all the time. Bringing back the coal jobs. Got to bring back coal jobs. That's what we need, the coal jobs. I'm going to bring back coal. Good, clean, beautiful, sexy. Grab about a coal. Like, man, people dying of black lung in West Virginia. They need more than one industry at a time in West Virginia. Now it's the gas industry. How about the people industry? How about that? How about we get some clean water, some running sewage, shit like that in West Virginia? I don't know. Maybe that's crazy talk. Maybe that's beyond the pale for some people. They're like, why are you upset? I'm upset because I'm tired of good people getting screwed over. And West Virginia is just a microcosm of that. It's happening all over the country. And the more you read about it, if you got a heart, you really read about it, you be pissed off too. You be pissed off too. So anyway, what else we got? I was reading some other stuff. Wolfpack, I was reading some stuff. The other story, what did I read about? We all know about the NRA boycott, right? Hey, NRA boycott. Boycott. Boink out. Boink out, boycott. Boycott, boink out. Blink out, boink out, boycott. Listen, man, I'm not trying to suggest that just banning the guns with the larger magazines or whatever is going to solve all the problems. I know it's not going to solve all the problems because I want to solve all the problems with guns, not just the ones from mass shooters, domestic terrorists. I want to solve the problems in neighborhoods, right? I want to solve that too. Okay, so I know this isn't going to solve everything, but don't tell me that this wouldn't solve some things. Don't tell me it's just going to hurt everybody. Oh, Tim, the marginalized people are going to be the people they take the rights from first. If we're marginalized, they've already taken our rights to the largest extent. And I think that I don't know how empowered we are if you live in a state that already has, gun rights that already stripped you of guns anyway. I don't even know why you're having this conversation unless you want to champion for guns in cities or states, I should say, in states where there's high gun mortality. I don't understand. I don't understand. You're against banning certain guns, but you live in a state where you can't have one anyway. I'm just trying to figure it out, man. I'm trying to make sense of it. So people are upset with the NRA because the NRA is an association that has a whole lot of members who love guns. And I got no problem with people loving guns. I have a problem with not being able to have a fucking conversation with people who love guns or who own guns. They don't even want to talk about the fact that they know damn well, like there are people who own guns now, who are grown, who are seasoned. Some of them are old as hell like me almost, like around my age. And they know when they were in their 20s, they were a hothead asshole. They didn't need to own a gun then. You know you didn't need to own a gun then. I was just talking to my brother, who's a gun owner. And he was saying, I feel real comfortable now owning guns because I'm a lot calmer. I'm a lot more reasonable. I'm a lot more sensible. I'll walk away from a confrontation. I get the hell out of there. I'd rather somebody make me look like a sucker for a second instead of me having to respond lethally. But he wasn't that way when he was in his 20s. And that's the reason why I don't understand these people who act like they don't understand these concepts. People are less thoughtful until they've had some life experiences that teach them a couple of things. Problem with guns is people learn the life lessons with a gun in their hand. And sometimes people take their own lives with a gun in their hand. For you to say, let's not even have that conversation and start talking to me about some Alex Jones shit, that don't make sense to me. All right? So they boycott the NRA. And now they're like it's like Delta Airlines, American Airlines, Hertz Rental Car. It's like a couple dozen companies that said, screw you, NRA. And they only did it because they're getting pressure from people online and people offline who say, if you keep supporting the NRA, then we're not going to support you. So a lot of people don't understand that, but the NRA, like I said, it's just a membership organization like the AARP, or any organization who makes money. For some reason, people don't understand, it's just an organization to make money. All right? Like if you belong to a fishing organization, an association of fishermen, that's all it is. It's an association where they make money. People act like, oh, this is like they're here to save, protect our rights. No, they're here to exploit your sense of pride and your sense of patriotism to make money. But this is lost. Another thing, and you know what, I'm gonna say it. Look, just admit you just love guns, man. There are things I love. I love popcorn. Yeah, I love popcorn, man. Popcorn is great. You know what I'm saying? I love popcorn, but you know what? I don't have to have popcorn to live. Stop acting as if everyone who owns a bunch of guns owns them because they have to. You own them because you want to, man. So just admit that first of all. And I'd like to know where the hell you live where you need an AR-15. No, you don't need it, you want it. That's a difference, okay? It's a difference. Unless you live in Cuba or Nicaragua or Afghanistan, I don't know what the fuck you need an AR-15 for really anyway. But hey, we can't even have that conversation because as soon as we even start having that conversation, you say, get off my gun. I don't want your gun. I want to understand why the hell you need it so bad. Or do you live somewhere where you need an AR-15? Or do you just want one? Anyway, so now the boycott of the NRA has caused people to boycott the companies that boycotted the NRA. So that's hence the boycott of the boycott of the boycott. So that's happening. We can't ever. It's like we can't ever make like improvements. We can't move forward. We can't reason. We can't talk. We can't chop it up. We can't do shit. You know why? Because money. Money. That's what it is. And you may believe what you believe, but I'm telling you, there are people getting rich off you and I. And stop being delusional thinking it's for our best interest. There are people, they sell us cigarettes, they sell us alcohol that rots our guts, that destroys our livers. They sell us food that's pumped with nitrates and other garbage. They don't care about us, man. They care about profits. And you sitting around going, I got a right to choose. I got a right. And they go like, yeah, I'm glad you got a right. Pay right here, dumbass. And have a nice death soon. They don't care about you. Don't care about your kids either. What else? Oh, Harvey Weinstein, he's in all this bullshit. All this trouble, all this, Harvey Weinstein is a sexual predator. Okay, so now the Weinstein Company is going out of business. Or it's filing bankruptcy. Because, yeah, they had a bad year. I think that's reasonable. You had a very bad year. You're going to have another bad year. You should have bad years now through eternity. I never brought into the fact that these people act like they didn't know about this guy. Come on, you didn't know that Harvey Weinstein was Harvey Weinstein. Yes, I think you knew. I just think you didn't give a shit. So he's filing bankruptcy. Well, not he, but the company. They kicked him out. He had to resign from his own company. It bears his name. What else, man? What else? Stacey Dash says she may run. I don't care, man. Look, man, that's not I don't give a shit, Stacey. Run. To listen to Stacey Dash takes a dash, more than a dash. It takes a whole damn cup full of perseverance. It's all a game, guys. What else, man? It's just hard sometimes to take shit serious. Stacey, you had no interest in being a commentator in news. You say I'm gonna just take my conservative views and say a bunch of alarming shit and it'll make me popular because I ain't getting many acting jobs. And I understand that. People do that all the time. I'm just saying now you want to parlay that to actually running for something. It's just crazy. 50 Cent made this thing like a month ago. Everybody was talking about cryptocurrency, and 50 Cent said, well, you know what? I made a lot of money off crypto, and I didn't even know I made money off crypto. I didn't even know I had crypto until somebody brought it to my attention. And people were talking about, wow, 50 Cent made millions of dollars. Isn't he lucky? Millions of dollars, he accidentally acquired some cryptocurrency back in like '08 or something. Turns out that's bullshit. 50 Cent said he just made it up. Well, he heard the make-up story and he went with it because it benefited his brand. Yeah, because see, 50 Cent had to file bankruptcy, so the court wants to know, hey, where's all that crypto money you said you have? And now he's like, what crypto money? I had no crypto money. Oh, I said they did that. Oh, man, you know what? Don't be believing me. I'm full of shit. And these is like, look, I have no problems with people. Well, I do have a problem with people lying like shit. But, I mean, I understand that 50 Cent is no different than half of these other people who lie about stuff in the, that are, in Hollywood or whatever. Okay? So, yeah, I get that. It's just that there are people, particularly young people, who like judge their life based on the bullshit lies of people like 50 Cent. Like they determine if their life is going well. They determine if they should feel good about themselves, they should have confidence or whatever. And I know it's wrong, they shouldn't, but they do. And you got a person like 50 who just lies. And the thing about it, 50 Cent's done so many great things that he doesn't have to lie about. I don't know why you have to lie, but this is our media. This is where we are, where you gotta stay fresh. And staying fresh and staying relevant, staying in the conversation is more important than being honest or keeping it real or any of that shit. So, he lied. He didn't make a bunch of money off crypto. He didn't. It was just something he made up. It's something somebody made it up. He heard about it. He just kept the lie going. That's what happened. I think it's pathetic. That's really all I got, I think. I mean, let's see. We talked about West Virginia. We talked about Bitcoin. We talked about Harvey Weinstein. Oh, Elizabeth Warren. We didn't talk about her. So, Elizabeth Warren is talking about running in 2020. She's looking to run in 2020. The only problem is this thing with Pocahontas. The Pocahontas thing that Trump has been leveling her with, that kind of starting to stick. So what Elizabeth Warren has had to do is try to go on like a repair tour. Yeah, to kind of like, to put this away, to kind of like fend off these accusations that she used this made-up idea that she has Native American blood in order to push herself to the front of the line in college or after college or something like that, getting a job or something. So Trump's been using this to great effect for quite a while. And it has really started to hurt the reputation of Senator Warren. So what Senator Elizabeth Warren has done is she started signing on the legislation that is pro-Indigenous people, pro-Native American. And I think that's a great thing, don't get me wrong. But a lot of the legislation that Elizabeth Warren is signing on to is old-ass legislation. And so here's my thing. And guys, and look, I want you to be completely honest. Be completely honest, right? If you were 1/8 or 1/16 or whatever you are, right? If you considered yourself, that's a better way to put it. If you considered yourself to be indigenous and you cared about indigenous rights, indigenous issues of indigenous people, why would it take this for you to sign on the legislation that is 2, 3, 4, 5 years old? Shouldn't you have cared about it before you started running in 2020? Shouldn't you have cared about it 3 years ago, 5 years ago, 2 years ago? Why do you care now? I'm of the opinion that you are who you are. And who you are will show. And the best representation of who you are is the shit that you do when no one's looking. That's when the real you stands out and we determine and make our minds up about you. Now, we don't need to see who you are when the cameras are rolling and you're on your publicity tour. Hi, everybody. I love indigenous people. I'm part indigenous. No, when no one was looking and no one was paying attention, before Trump started calling you Pocahontas, if you really care, why weren't you signing the dotted line, join the legislation back when nobody knew what you were doing? Like, no one cared about this issue when it was a non-issue. This is why we have a hard time trusting politicians. This is why people like me, go back and forth like, I want to support people I think have our best interests at heart, but it's hard to find people like that because people are so full of shit, frankly. And I'm not saying Senator Warren is full of crap. I'm saying it would have behooved you, Senator Warren, to have been a little bit more proactive to combat the smears by being out front. I remember Dakota Access Pipeline. And I remember not hearing from you. But now, because you want to run in 2020, you're on a press thing and you're signing on to everything Native American. I don't know. I do know it's bullshit, man. It's horrible. And if that's really who you are, and if you say I care about Native American issues, it doesn't even matter. It matters if you're Native American only because you had that designation in your college, whatever thing. But if you just care about people, you should care about them before election time. That's all I'm saying. I don't know. Guys, let me know what you think about that. Am I crazy or does it matter when you sign on? Should you sign, yeah. I think it matters. I think it matters. I think it should matter. I just think it should matter. Let me know what you think. That's really all I got, guys. Oh, man, I can tell you, my head is about to explode. I fell off the wagon. I fell off the wagon with cigarettes, like about a year ago. And I kept saying, I'm going to quit again, 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 I'm going to quit again. Well, finally, I had to quit again. So I quit again, And it's only day one of the quit. So I'm like, that's crazy. But I'm sure you understand how I feel. If anybody out there has quit cigarettes, you understand what I'm talking about. So it's a great thing. Feel free to join me in my quit by you also quitting, and we can quit together. That's what we'll do. Because it's not good for us, man. It's nothing good for it. It's nothing good in it. Nothing good in it. It's not good for you at all. So I encourage anybody out there to give it another shot. We're quitters, but we ain't quitters. So let's fight again. Let's keep the fight up. Because that stuff will kill you, man. All right, guys, go to TimBlackTV.com, become a member of this show. All right? Go to Patreon.com, Tim's Take Live. Become a member of my wolf pack. Team Black in the house. And, let's do that. I think we got a lot to do. We do have a lot to do. And we could do it together, I think. As a team, we could fight back the bullshit and try to give voice to people who don't have a voice, and also speak up, and also make the powers that be very uncomfortable. Let them know that they're not just going to steal from us. They're not just going to rape us of our rights. They're not just going to lie to us without having to answer to us for the BS that they pull. And I think that's important. And I think it's also important not to be in this like we're playing basketball or football. This isn't about the color of your helmets or what jersey you have on. This is not about parties. This is about people, right? So forget your party label. I don't care what your party label is. We look at issue and we make a decision. And we speak out and we support and then we keep it real. And that's what we do here. So if that makes sense to you, and it's not for everybody. Look, it's not for everybody. I understand that. And some people that it's not for, frankly, you accidentally found the wrong guy. But if you are like me and you want to go beyond party labels, right? And you just want to have honest conversations and you want to tell it like it is and you enjoy that, well, stay here. Stay here and become a part of what we do. Team Black's Wolfpack. I love you guys. I hope you got a great weekend. And I will see you on the next one. Peace.
Check this out, son. Hold up.
Why can't we pick our own colors?
No way, no way. Tried it once, it doesn't work. You get 4 guys all fighting over who's gonna be Mr. Black.
I got you stuck off the realness.